Alright, and yep, we're live on that. Okay. Well, greetings everyone, or hello, or I forgot what I used to say to start these streams off. Hey guys, today we're going to be playing Fortnite on stream, of course. There's something after I said hey guys to start streams, I can't remember. Either way, we're killing time. Well, hello everyone. Today we're going to be playing Fortnite. I've just said hello like 8 times. But that's okay. Either way, I just recently heard, just a bit ago, heard that the new season of Fortnite came out. And I had a bit of spare time, so I thought I would, well, play that new thing, each season of Fortnite. Since I haven't played Fortnite in a while, and I've kind of just developed enough, mental aptitude to do this some more. And I am honest, I think this season's gonna be pretty good. I just have a hunch. Like, last season was okay, but there were some things that I didn't really care for about it. I don't know why. Yeah, excuse me. And also, I really do want to keep getting stuff on the channel. Even if it's, very low quality stuff. It's, progress nonetheless. Either way, I guess we'll just go ahead and jump into this. I made sure to save up enough to get the battle pass. By that I mean I panicked, bought through the last few levels of the battle pass, which was like 50% of it. But either way, it's over now. I kind of just, well, I've already done this. It's whatever at the end of the day. But yes, we'll continue now, guys. Yeah, probably. I think I might reset my skin thing for this playthrough, whatever, or what this stream. Excuse me. All right, let's see here. I forgot what. Oh, here we go. This guy, Nolan Chance. My dude looks like a freaking Payday 2 character skin or something. I already got some stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let's get these two things first. Why not? Yeah. Let me turn the volume up. There we go. Now I can hear everything. I'm still paranoid about the last few times where I forget to make sure my microphone's working, so I'm gonna make sure my microphone's working right now. Alright, yep, okay, it seems to be working. I'm sorry, I really don't want that to happen again. But either way. Alright, what are our quests today? Complete no enchants quests. Alright. Alert security camera. And oh, I didn't actually watch a lot of the video. I just logged in. What on earth have they done to Fish Stick? No, you can't just like show me an image of steroided Fish Stick without me having to figure out what on earth is going on. At that point, it's like a GAR or something. Oh wait, no, I got a normal battle pass. Alright. My good grief. Well, that's one well worked out person. Yeah, these skins for this season look pretty lame. Not gonna lie, y'all. But, nonetheless, I must collect them. Because, look at me. Do I look like I wouldn't be compelled to continue playing this game? Alright, so loot weapon from a supply drone. Search ammo boxes and chests from a ravine. I'm gonna go over there. And then frenzy fields, gateway, chests and ammo. Alright, yeah, okay, some looting jobs. Alright, we can do that. We can definitely do that. Wait, am I playing? Okay, yeah, I'm doing solos. I thought I forgot to. Yeah. So I think like yeah, before I start back at school, like I think a few weeks before, like I was gonna stream on Friday to finish off our Elder Scrolls session. My camera's bugging out, and I'm sorry, but it's always bugging out, so it's kind of normal. But it, no, I noticed it. Back what I was saying, like I was gonna finish like Elder Scrolls, but like I don't know what was going on, man. I could not get up and like stream for some reason. Honestly, I'm still kind of like mad about that, you know, because I did want to end. I wanted to end our summer break off with something. Whatever, what? It's over now. Alright. What pain awaits from this bloody season? Maybe if we're positive, they'll just bring back the normal Fortnite map, and I will be happy. I don't know if anyone else enjoys this map more than the other one. But I miss the old map. There are definitely some nice areas and sites, but it's not the same as the other one. Ugh, man. Probably should delete some stuff. I was playing on. I think I had some games on here that I was playing. And now yep, I'm losing frames. This is not good. Oh no. What on earth did I download? Start playing Warfield, and I got back into like modding and creating mod packs, so that might be why the frames are dropping. Not only for the stream, but for me as well. Yeah. If it gets too bad, I'm just gonna just go into like Steam or whatever and delete some stuff while on stream. Ironically, it's kind of odd, right? Like before I like got a like, you know, different computer, I was kind of used to frame lags. Honestly, I kind of hate that I got used to like, you know, having normal, you know, smooth frames, because now it's hard to go back to this. And it's hard to go back to kind of being frame droppy because I downloaded a bunch of crap. It's only inevitable for me to start doing that. It's, you know, it's... I need to drop the blue shotgun so I can save on resources. What button do you... Okay, you press tab and then X, right? Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's really not that bad. I think it was just loading in Fortnite. I think just recently I got really obsessed with like trying to combine like shaders with mods for with CurseForge mods in Minecraft, and that mod carried me down a rabbit hole of just downloading lots of definitely not malware and trying to figure out how to like do all that stuff. Like legit, me and my friend, when we were like in like elementary to early middle school, we figured out how to like we like mastered like modding like stuff, but I haven't done that stuff in so long that I can't remember exactly how, and it was driving me crazy trying to figure it out. And then if you go on one of those like, and if you goodness knows go on like YouTube and try, you know, just finding stuff on there, that mess will send you down a rabbit hole. I don't know how, maybe it's just me, but like it'll be like, hey guys, I'm gonna show you a quick and easy way to get mods and shaders in the same thing. First we go to this site and download this, and then we're gonna go here and download this. Now I want you to make sure to download this, and then like I'll either end up trying to pause the video and doing it all in time, or I'll watch through the video and forget about 80% of whatever was being like whatever the guidance was. But then again, like, it's very common for me just not be able to just use videos, like, it's like whenever like there's a, it's like whenever like that's the way to like, a tutorial or stuff, it's like it's impossible to remember anything. I don't know why. Also, like, a lot of times, like, depending on what video I'm watching, it'll be for a different version, and the video was created back in, like, 2015 for, like, different Minecrafts, and then they don't work anymore, and the sites are down, and then then after you realize you have a bunch of crap downloaded on the computer, you gotta go through the files and delete, and then sometimes you hit delete, and then the stupid, you know, the computer won't delete it, because then you'll find the file somewhere else that aren't in the designated location where you located to delete them the first time, and sometimes I don't believe I've been using a computer as long as I have, because I'm still just as unknowledgeable as someone that just started using it one. You know, except I try harder too, so yeah, that makes perfect sense. Sure. Alright, let's try to attack this guy. Ooh, let me try using this thing in my jog. What on earth did that do? Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was gonna shoot them with like a rocket launcher. Hey, first kill. Let's go. I don't know what type of assault rifle is better, but I'm gonna get rid of that piece of garbage. Ah, neat. I forgot what we were doing completely in the process of completing the quest. Oh, there. We're going over here. Alright. We're probably gonna die in the storm, but I could care less as long as we try figuring out what we're supposed to be doing. What on earth? Oh no, I should have gained shields while I had a chance to. Good grief. There we go. 5 fingers. Occasionally I'll try sniping, but yeah, you gotta be in the right mood too, and I get so sick of it. And then you got those like tactical snipers where like just run up to people and like find a way to shoot them or one-shot them before like they can like get a kill in like up close, which it's an interesting tactic. I just can never do that because like access card. You have to be kidding me. This is all right. I see how this is gonna be. Where on earth are they? Are they up in the sky? Alright. Who on earth is this? Oh no, this is not the person I'm supposed to be shooting at. I hate these. I hate when they decoy like that. Or they turn into a decoy. Alright, screw this noise. Huh. Infiltrator pump shotgun. Nah. I'm not even gonna try with that. Oh crap. Don't I forget this crap. R button, R button, R button, R button. Alright. I think I got rid of it. Stupid Fortnite. Still don't even know why. Like, I'll set the music to 0, obviously, and then like I'll legit like then go, and then the freaking radios still you know work. It's a nightmare. Oh, and I just realized you can hit left trigger to like honk trucks or like cars. I think I remember you could do that originally, but was reminded right now, I suppose. We need a key card to access any of the satellites, which is stupid, so. For what? Let's see here. Oh, there we are. Alright, so access key card. What is this, Doom? Also, why haven't I done anything on Doom on the channel? That'd be awesome. You know what? Let's just go down swinging, shall we? Did I get a key card? No? Yes? I guess not. Obviously. Who are you? I don't even know if that was an online player or somebody else, and I'm scared to question it. Did I get a key card at least? Oh, here, I see it. There's a key on my map. So I have to kill the, like, wardens. The key card wardens, per se. Let me guess. You have to get individual key cards just to unlock every single one. Yep, alright, yep. Screw this. I hate when they make it just like extra grindy. Because that's all it is. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't just be able to access the computer. You just have to just extend the amount of time it takes to unlock it or whatever. Maybe this game has always lagged, and I'm just like not. I still haven't noticed. Even before. I think it's like I kind of like grew like up around like very low Wi-Fi, and the stuff we had, like I remember I was so much worse. Like I would spend hours playing like Minecraft servers online with like 16 frames per minute, and that like and it's like you just like it's sort of like when some people are stranded on an island and like they like can stay alive longer without having to deal with like starvation or whatever. It's like I don't know. It's like you just adjust to like dealing with lag. That's also why I'm very bad at. No, it isn't. It's a reason I have assumed why I'm very bad at like developing higher accuracy in video games, because like I never practiced like that much because I was always used to like lag in games and not really having any time to like think through stuff like that. That is the most pitiful excuse I've came up with yet. Pretty sure. Alright, reload, and oh, we got one of these builders on our hands. There we go. Who's next? Oh, good grief. They're in here, aren't they? Yep, I can hear the footsteps. Go ahead and attack me. Yeah, they're gonna kill me. Or not. I don't know how we managed to find legendary weapons like the first spawn in. If it gets to like that point where I'm about to win a match and I don't, I want to try to go in and mentally prepare for it, because Fortnite seems to love throwing like little, you know, things like that at people in this game. It's sort of like gambling. Like, it's designed to make you like think you're about to win, and then like, you know, you die. Or in this case, I'm really bad at one-on-one battles. Or like, I think the tension within the battles just make me overthink everything and die. In the end, you know, it always frustrates me more than just dying like randomly for some reason. I'm not sick. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think like last weekend I had like a sinus infection, and then like my idiot self like last night decided to like finish off the water that I had been drinking out of while I was sick. So I think like probably just caused a bit of congestion. What on earth? Oh, that's what those thingies are for. Alright. Alright then. Oh, I get it now. They added like sentinels or whatever to the game. I'm glad they bring out back this gun. I quite well fancied it during some of the earlier seasons. Or the past seasons. Yep, okay. All of them are reloaded. Oh no. Completely forgot that, like, the eye of the storm and everything exists. Footsteps. I saw the footsteps on the screen, or the footstep noises on screen, whatever. There he is. Ah, how'd you know? Alright, I need to get to... There we go. Okay, alright. Yes, we'll head this way now. I can never tell if there's... Wait, is that... Okay, it's 4. I don't know why I thought there was 3 rounds. Alright, over there. Alright. Oh, good grief. No! It's just like the freaking Sentinels or whatever in Breath of the Wild. Gosh, I hate those. Die! 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 Die in the future after I'm dead. Ugh. Yeah, I think the frame rate's not that bad, honestly. Perhaps I shall ready up again. What level did we get to? Alright, let me check our quests. No, wait, that's the wrong button. Map. Okay, so we have, like, weapon supply crate from here. Go here, me. Alright. So over here, right? This area? These chests? Yes. Correct. I discovered the right chests. Wait, why not anymore? I didn't get any more experience from that. No. Oh wait, never mind. There we go. Oh no, thought that was a. Ever what? Huh. Just noticed that. Did they add that last season? I remember the leaves like in the other area, but not this. Pretty neat, not gonna lie. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's real cool. I could like just walk around and push leaves around all day in this game. Alright, let's see here. Ah, there it is. Yep, I see. There we go. I think I made the right choice in not choosing that rifle. Looks kind of trash, damage-wise. Where are they? Everywhere. I'll just let them stalk up on me and then I'll shoot at them. No! I thought you could like... Okay, never mind. I have a bunch of chug jugs already. Also, why did everyone stop calling chug jugs and we all started referring to them as shield potions? Like, who decided that shield potions actually sounded cooler than chug jugs? It's chug jug, not shield potion. The only like thing I could like think of to why they changed the name was sort of like Chug Jug kind of sounds like a trend or something. It kind of reminds me of like that one trend I heard of on like freaking TikTok or whatever, where people just down like gallon things of like dyed alcohol and mess. Oh, I forgot what it was called. It was something like that. That could be a reason. I don't know. It sounds kind of relative to Chug Jug. I forgot what it was called. But it wasn't stupid enough. Of course, it wasn't stupid enough to be like, oh my gosh, really? Are people that stupid? Because, well, yes, they've been that stupid for a long time. We're just developing actual trends named after it that are more iconic and catch more people's attention slightly more. But like, yeah. Ah, neat. This is probably something that's been in the game for a while, and I just discovered it, but I don't care. Oh, neat. They added like a guitar riff to the level up thing. I think like just today I went out to this practice guitar or whatever, and there's a blaze spider right in front of the door where I keep my equipment at. I mean, it was probably not that bad, honestly. There's just something about how unnatural spiders animate that, you know, makes me want to peel my skin off and bleach everything under the surface. And I think I managed it. I think this wasn't the first time. I saw another big inside my barn, and like I think that kept me from going out there even more than like this time, ironically, just because like it was actually inside the barn. Both of them could have easily gotten in because like the place is like kind of a dump. Like not really a dump. It's just very well used, I guess. I think like the door is kind of falling in on itself, so. Ah, darn, why not? Imagine knowing how to aim in this game. What on earth was that idea? Like, what are they expecting to do? Like, quick, let me, like, vault into the mountain. Yes, yes. Get away. Guess I'll take this. Nope, that. Yeah, there we go. This. And that key. Oh, I already got keys. Okay. Oh, chest. Useless. Okay. I think the only spiders that I don't instantly have the, like, reaction to, like, either run away or hit it over the head with, like, something, you know, distanced, is, like, if it's the, like, grande longlegs. I don't even know if they're, like venomous. I think they are venomous, but, like, you know, I was taught when I was, like, younger that they couldn't really hurt me, so they're chill. They're pretty chill. But the other ones, like, it's not the fact that they are not going to because they're, you know, docile to humans. It's the fact that they can that, you know, makes me feel the need to wipe everyone I see off the face of this earth. Like, pretty sure I've gotten a bunch of, like, you know, stuff about, like, how it's not, why are you so scared of the spider? It's not gonna hurt you. It's, you know, they're peaceful. They eat the insects. I don't care. They could bite me. And also I cannot communicate with it to ensure that they're not going to attack me. You know, because they're an, you know, animal. Same thing with any other thing, pet. That I can't tell. Like, I'm not, like, not really, you know, of course, just including the ones that, like, I own, you know, I'm not gonna be like I'm not just gonna be a pain to anybody, animals that, near, you know, out, near, you know, that are, you know, pets to anyone else, because, you know, I just, like, I've just taught myself to assume that they're well taught, and if I stay away from them, they won't hurt me if they're, like, someone else's pet. But, I don't know. I think over time, even with like cats or small like lap dogs, I've started to become more on edge about them. I don't know, it's like if like my cats want to, they could like attack me and like they wouldn't like actually, you know, murder me or anything, but I don't know. I can't trust. You can never trust pet cats. As a cat owner, you can't trust them. They're just they're too suspicious all the time. Hi. Can you go put that on the counter? I'm trying to cut back on soda, but I appreciate it. Thanks. Okay. Remote explosives. Bro, they legit add C4s this game. Let's go. I must. What should I explode? Oh, darn it. Didn't even realize that was there. Alright. Oh no, what'd I do? What'd I do? I forgot what I did. Oh, okay. I get what I have to do. Ah. Darn it. Never thought I'd have so much anxiety about what thing I would like to destroy. Oh, I know. Let's put them on these 3 trees. One of you goes here. And then one of you goes here. Darn, no. And then another of you goes right about here. And... ah. Destruction. I feel like I'm playing Gmod with like a bunch of like prop assets. I'm perfectly sane, don't question it. Oh, there they are. There we go. Alright, enemy is afoot. We must go for cover. I know you're over here. Yep, there you go. Oh, you tried sneaking up on me, you little punk. Serves you right. Ah, another guy. Alright, we're about to die because I don't know how to prepare in time to not die again. Oh, crap. Okay. There we go. Need to find a better source of space. Ah, here we go. Okay. There we are. Alright, let's see here. I hear noises that sound like intrusive danger. Oh, good. There we go. Imagine using an assault rifle at close range. Alright, I've done that before, not too bad. Okay, I can't stand it. I have to go attack stuff. Or not. That's a bad idea. It's a good idea to... It was a good thing I waited. There we go. Yeah, I think we can make it over there. To the place that isn't containing, like, an excessive amount of storm. What? Okay, so we need to move that way. Where are the... Oh, there they are. Legit just said, imagine using an assault rifle at close range, and then I do it. Ah. Wait, don't I have the ammo to... There we go. I knew we had a bit more. Hey! What's up? Diggs, by the way, 7. Not much. How are you? I hope you didn't send that too far back and I just noticed it. Okay, so I think assault rifles do work pretty well at range distance. They were shooting at someone else, so I need to figure out who that was. Where are the bullets? Okay, there they are. No! It's a banana! We're doomed! Oh, you know! Oh, why, thank you! For noticing. There we go. Check in the battle pass. Just because I actually got Victory Royale on stream. Pretty sure I've gotten Victory Royales. No, I've gotten Victory Royales. I just haven't ever got one on stream. That's pretty nice. Alright, so we have about 5 battle stars. We've only leveled up once? It's insane. Ever what? I mean, that looks pretty neat. Okay, so maybe the items look pretty neat, right? Yeah, like a combat knife and axe. Should be cool to use or try out. A driver's... Ah, cool, cool. Alright, hey, let's continue. Let's see here. Who are these places? Search chests and ammo boxes at Kapuk Cove. I think I've already completed this, but I'm gonna keep on trying to figure out what it wants me to do. Wait, I just thought of an idea of how to categorize my streams to solve my... What's the word? Organization dilemma. Like, instead of just putting, like, Fortnite stream part 2 or whatever, I can put that in the description while just saying Fortnite live stream again in the name. So then, like, over time, like, the algorithm won't, you know, load the amount of recommendations due to the oddly categorized name for the stream. Also, I could do that for, the other stuff I upload, so that's nice. Gotta remember that. Anyway. Alright. Oh wait, there's already stars located on them. Well, that's kind of redundant. Adding a marker there. I'm not sure, but I think if you like glide downward diagonally, there's a different, it like multiplies the like de-escalation a bit more. Alright, search chests and ammo boxes. There's the chest. There's a med mist. Slap juice. Why'd they have to name it? I'm still not over this new shield potion name. I'm sure it's just because it's used for the play on words of, you know, referring to a drink slapping or not, as in the phrase but it's just not cringe enough to be like okay to like comment like in a public situation or in person, but just in a video game it just doesn't work. Ah, right, here's a shotgun. Hey! Level up. Tiny guitar riff. Honestly, kind of, I mean, is that got Victory Royale? First stream we play this season. Not bad. Alright, let's try this inflatrator pump shotgun. Looks like, I mean, I could definitely see myself using this to finish off a boss in like a level 35 boss in Doom. Darn it. Ugh. Aw, bro, this is trash. Darn it. There we go. I know what I need to do next. Either stream or play a racing game. I don't know, maybe stream a racing game. I think racing games would be better with streaming, so I don't have to worry about trying to edit stuff together. I'm so bad at editing. I'm not really bad at editing. Just trying to set a goal when you know we play games, and then like edit the clips together so each clip that's shown is actually relative or important to the video. So basically, yeah, editing. It wouldn't surprise me if they probably have AI developed already to like procedurally like edits, like procedurally like generate like edits for videos now, just by analyzing a algorithm of what is most viewed. That's actually a great idea, and it wouldn't surprise me if someone's already invented it, as I already said. Like, I just like take an AI and just like make it so like they sort of like the what's like I was just learning I was taking like I'm taking an IT class in like college or whatever it's called, like, and then, like, it's like there's like the like web spiders, whatever, like, so like basically the information from that, except like instead of like a bunch of different sites, just YouTube or whatever, like, or streaming services, or like YouTube, content, like gaming content upload service type stuff. Like, if like just get like just take a program a spider that can like just like write down a bunch of stuff, and then like I basically like just viewed through a bunch of like videos on YouTube or whatever, and then like then you get the spider can basically port all of the data it gets to a like procedural like generator AI that can then automatically edit like videos together to figure out what is the most like algorithmically pleasing clips of the content. And you can also be programmed, to edit it together in under different time limits. Like, say most YouTubers 15 minutes. Just program, say, like edit together all that in 15 minutes, and then like if you make longer videos, an hour, whatever. That'd be like, that's a incredibly good idea, and that's why I'm sure someone has already thought of it before I did. Either way, it's surprising when I can think to that extent. Alright, I'm just gonna... Alright. See, this is why I don't like grenades. I can never figure out how to use them in combat scenarios. What is... darn, I can't figure out what is AI and what's the, like, actual people I'm supposed to be shooting. That's, like, the worst thing about the Fortnite AI. Oh, good grief. We're gonna die right here, but I'm gonna try to kill it while I can. Hey, you little turkey, come back here. You know it actually did that deliberately. Alright, there's another one. I know there's another one. Where in the world did he go? Yep, I can hear her footsteps. Yep. Good grief. They added a lot more AI, didn't they? Or bots, if you will. At first, I didn't realize why people didn't enjoy bots that much, but now I do. Because they're just like... It's not that I don't enjoy fighting bots. It's just that the bots combined with actual online players in the Fortnite experience completely destroys the archaic entertainment value of the game. And it's distracting and can't figure out what I'm doing. Oh wait. Alright, I guess I'll try unlocking that. Or I'll try killing all these other monsters. Who are they attacking? I need to either kill that guy or whatever on earth it's actually trying to kill. There they are. Oh, screw it. I can't stand it. I have to get it over with. Now, where's the online player that it was shooting at? I know they're over here. They're gonna jump up on me and attack. Okay, we might die to the storm. I knew I should have saved some of those, spray health things. I don't know what they're called. Alright then. Aha! I knew it was gonna happen. Darn, I forgot it's not Minecraft. I can't just like... There we go. Alright. Someone else is over here. Let me go ahead and collect that. I know I'm gonna need this. Right. Let's continue. The more I look at the shotgun design, the more I actually do enjoy it. It reminds me of the a enlarged like geometric design of the 1911 45 ACP barrel. And I've always enjoyed that barrel design. The only thing I think that would make it nicer is if like they had like they didn't lower the stock in correspondence to the barrel. I'm sure like it probably would. It probably does like would like make it look better, but it just I don't know. The whole like idea of designing the guns for aesthetic, and it just looks like it should the stock should either be longer and or raised higher so it like could line up with the rest of the barrel or rifle. Because if the like I think like if the barrel at the end is like at that width, it would look like if then like if the stock was at the same length of that and they both lined up together, that'd be kind of that would look good. Wait. Yeah, it would just look not. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I checked. I was gonna check to see. It looked kind of like the other shotgun, but again, like all the new guns in this game just look like the old guns, except they're slightly altered a lot of times. That's all. That's why I've always taken away. Yay! Level up. Darn, there's a gnat in my face. I will be quite excited when Fall Run rolls around and finally kills off all these bloody insects and flies and pestilence, if you will. Huh. Alright, who's next? Yeah, they're gonna jump up on this hill. I got a feeling. Oh! They were behind instead of in front. I knew there was somewhere. My sense of direction is astounding, isn't it? Or coordination. Oh man. And there we are. Death. Alright, we're at level 4. We'll get a bit further. If we get to level 20, I'll be happy. If we get to level 15, at the least I'll try getting level 15. And in bare most, level 10. Ready up. I wonder what my hair would look like if I shaved down all the sides to it, like I've always seen so many people doing recently. Like, well, not really recently, for a while now. Like where like they just will leave all the hair on top of the head, and then like just have the rest of it like faded in a way. I honestly wouldn't really care for that style, but it does seem so many people have chose to use that hairstyle. There must be something to it that I'm missing. It definitely has like a lot better with like overheating, you know, because like around here is like one of the main places you like sweat at. When I was very young, I think like there were really like where I lived there really isn't any many barbers, so usually just my mom would just cut my hair, and it's always fun having to, you know, trust, you know, haircuts from parents. I think like when I was really young, we would actually go to like a barber shop. It closed down after a certain point, but like I was always just like trusting that like my hair wouldn't be horrible. So like, and like I think like I for the longest time, like I would just use this one hairstyle that came with like the what is it called, the hair trimmer kit that my mom bought. It was just this like normal like male casual hairstyle cut, or like high cut or whatever, and I was very young, so I didn't really think too much of it, but at least it's over. I think the issue with like keeping your haircut like short, I'm not saying it's bad in any way, right? Like honestly, I might go back to having short hair at some point. I'm sure it has many like things that are good about it, but like it's like it feels like your hair grows back more, like faster, when it's cut more often. And then like it's like this like tedious cycle of like getting your hair cut short, and then your hair getting longer, and then your hair like doing that weird thing where it finally gets close to your ears and it's like just curls into them, and I don't know, it's a nightmare. Ah, there we are. I'm sure it was definitely more efficient. Wait, I saw the... Okay, just making sure. I saw the chat move. I want to make sure I noticed it. I might experiment with taking and putting the chat, like, at the bottom of the screen rather to the right side. Because then, like, there's a slightly higher chance I'll, like, see it. Because, like, I have, like, a curved monitor and it, like, on my desk, like, there's just enough room for it to fit where I've positioned it. Because there's, like, this small, like, shelf for consoles that, like, if I put it any further, like, I've honestly been paranoid that, like, the reason I have, like, a mild, like, state of, like, a very, very mild state of, like, scoliosis, like, starting to form since, like, last year is because, like, because I turned my head this way all the time, even though, like, my desk is essentially weighted this way, like, the monitor's right here, so I have to, like, I just have gone to a state where I just turn like this. And I've honestly just guessed that's, like, just how I, like, started. Just kind of used to turn my head at this angle. Like, that probably has, like down the spine, little column that probably has some sort of issues. But also it's a curved monitor, so in a way it can't be that bad. But, like, but then, like, yeah, it's like I'm more focused on one side of the screen, and then of course I stupidly put the chat menu over here, so it's like slightly harder to see it. Not really that harder to see it, you know, but a little bit. It's less, like, noticeable to a subconscious state. I think actually I could probably fit the monitor, like, in front if I just took, like, the, like, stand that came with it and found a way to, like, redneck engineer the monitor itself to the wall at the back of my desk. That's, you know, facing the, yeah, it's, like, pushed to the desk. Also, it's a curved monitor, so I think, like, the angle could hold it upright, so I could, like, then just put it in front of me. Yeah, I'm about to die. Yep, I died. Got distracted. Goodness knows I can't just, like, play a game on stream without going on a tangent and getting completely distracted at what I'm doing. That would just be too hard. Outlast players. Alright, what was it doing? What about these quests? Reach, reach 35 players remaining with elimination, with an elimination. Oh, okay, I see. Let's alert a security camera. Oh, darn, I didn't get to mark it down where they were. You know, you always see, like, all those, like, professional gaming chairs and stuff they got and whatever, but, and, like, then you see the crap, you know, the classic, you know, starter set gamer setup, which is just your console or computer system on a fold-out table with a, while borrowing a kitchen chair from the dining room. And then of course like office chairs, and like I've never, between the 3 different types of chairs, right, I've never had any idea how all these all the professional gamers actually enjoy sitting in like those gamer chair things that they have. They look like the most uncomfortable things ever, right? Like, they look all suspended. They got that tiny little like headrest, and it's like it looks like one of those things that would feel comfortable to a very particular person, and outside that, the rest of the people just would, it would just be such a, it would feel awful. I don't know, it's like, they look like, they remind me of like those, I don't know why, but some of the chairs, like, the armrests, I think it's the armrests that have always set me off about a lot of them. Like, the ones that are like, the armrests, like, aren't exactly, like, connected to the, like, chairs. Again, like, I know I had a bunch of chairs that had, like, armrests that were, like, just a bunch of, like, things attached to the, like, seat. You know, just, like, a bunch of tubes that attach the armrest to the seat, but, like, that, when they, like, do that, except put it on, like a gaming chair, it just doesn't, like, I don't know. I don't know, it's like, again, like, there's that one, like, type of gaming chair that has, like, the, you know, tiny little, like, you know, headrest with, like, the, you know, like, armrests that connect to the seat instead, like, you know, it goes, like, connect to, like, the seat and the, you know, they minorly start to attach to the, like, you know, back part of the chair. When I was younger, I always thought it looked like you were sitting on a praying mantis. Just due to the tiny, like, headrest, you know, it's like, that's the head of the praying mantis, and the two little arms that are folded out look like the praying mantis's, like, arms, and I don't know. I always didn't want, like, ever want to, like, try sitting in one. He just looks scary. But this is also the same person that wanted to, was planning to get a underwater, like, submarine house to play video games in, so it's always good not to take everything from that. I think it's glitched. Oh my goodness, it's glitched. Oh, well, you know. Well, that's quite odd. But yeah, so I still think they look uncomfortable. They probably are. I don't know, it's like, oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Huh. I don't know why. It's like, so that's why I feel like I'm gonna yawn, right? I'll, like, sort of like fake yawn, or start the formation of a yawn, right? And then I'll have to yawn again, and then, like, I'll have, like, a slightly higher, like, need to yawn again, where it actually feels like I actually yawn. I don't know, it's like, sort of like a dry fake cough, and then, like, you cough like, you know, you're actually congested and need to, like, remove mucus or whatever from a passageway. You know, it's crazy, right? When this game was really popular, everyone was saying I should play Fortnite, but I thought it was the stupidest freaking game ever. But now all my friends that would actually, like, got really into Fortnite when it came out, they try going back to it and they just freaking hate this game. Like, they just, like, can't play for more than, like, 30 minutes. Like, I honestly see where they're going from. I just, like, it's kind of just ironic. This will be said many more times, but this isn't as good as the old map. It never did. Even though there's a lot more technology and a huge, cool-looking city that looks like it's based in Tokyo, Japan, it's not the same as the nostalgic Fortnite map. It reminds me of how I felt when Minecraft released that stupid update that made the stupid mountains and caves and biomes all big and ugly looking. Like, yes, like that was that made Minecraft look more accurate, but it also took away all of the nostalgic feel or like that we were used to when we played Minecraft. Also, they keep on trying to make Bedrock Edition, you know, like, or whatever it's called. They try, I mean, you know, the one that like people actually, like really small kids actually play, you know, or adults. You know, I know many people that have never, you know, cared for Minecraft enough to consider playing Java Edition, or they just can't really afford like a computer to get Java. You know, it's like, you know, like more like slightly less like intense Minecraft players, I guess. All the same, it's alright. But like that, like they're trying to take and make Minecraft Bedrock into like a, you know, trying to make it more realistic or whatever, or add new features. And I think like not really just for Bedrock, like, you know, the other ones too. Like they're trying to like make Minecraft all new and hyped up for some reason, make it more realistic and mess, and it's just not the same. You know, I've had like beef with their new, you know, system of updating it and making it look ugly since they added the you know, updated, you know, default texture pack that just makes the game look ugly. I'm sorry. I don't like how the leaves look. I don't like how the cobblestone looks. I don't like how the wood blocks look. I don't like how the wood logs look. The stone. The deep slate looked ugly to begin with, or because it was made after all that stuff, but it just it doesn't look right. Like, if they were gonna update the textures, they might as well have actually advanced the like 32-bit mesh canvas they had to work with for all the blocks, because trying to like just make it look like trying to like hyper like add depth by like adding just a bunch of like, what's it called, like you know, making the texture look different by using the same 32-bit, you know, format does not work at all. And like, that aside, like the more stuff like Minecraft, or like the actual official Minecraft stuff adds in the updates, it always feels like making it look more realistic takes away the point of Minecraft, which was to make it look very simplistic to inspire imagination. Like, the more you add to a game, the less you are, you know, stimulated to release like your imagination into it. It's already developed in a way that is pre-built or whatever. Like, the blocks in Minecraft are simple. Like it's like, you know, the game mechanics simple. It's not all advanced. There's no leveling system like all these new games or sometimes old games. Like, they're trying to turn it into an RPG. I mean, yes, by technicity, Minecraft is listed as a sandbox RPG, but I do not like to believe. I do not agree with that. Just, you know, you know, personally, and that's okay if other people don't. But like, it's the same thing with Fortnite. It's just trying to make it apply to more people, which only causes the original fan base to just freaking hate the guts of whoever, you know, thought it was okay to update it. Then again, you know, there are a lot of people that still enjoy Minecraft. Like the new stuff for Minecraft, but it's rare when the stuff that's added actually feels useful. Like, every update, it feels like a gimmick. It doesn't, like, how are we going to use these things in the future to, like, work with how we play Minecraft? Like, the reason mods are so great for Java Edition is you can actually choose what you want in the game, and you can alter it to your, you know, to what pleases you. Because, and I believe, you know, modding stuff is a form of creativity. You have a choice to do it, and you can select by preference rather than, you know, having to suck up, you know, whatever the update brings to Minecraft. And the best way to keep that, you know, platform, you know, or, you know, system in Minecraft is by keeping it, you know, the actual game as, you know, relatively simple as possible. So, you know, it, like, people can pick and choose what's in the game. But of course, when you release that for, you know, consoles and stuff, you can't really do that. I'm not stupid, I know that. Has to be, you know, indie game, because you can't really mod stuff on consoles. Again, the Xbox 2 basically has the Windows, you know, basically just it basically has a Windows core, so you would still have to, you know, be a, you know, fellow grass deflector to, you know how to mod a video game on a console, or to, you know, just import mods onto a console. So that, you know, it's still like, I don't know, it's like, if they're gonna add all this weird crap to Minecraft, I wish they would just keep it on you know, Bedrock Edition. I have to bring it over to Java. Like, yes, you can just keep playing old versions of Java, but you don't feel, it starts to not feel right to not play the newest stuff, because you feel like you're missing out on stuff, or you're not playing the game properly. And that's the whole point of why I've never enjoyed any of the latest updates they've made since, like, maybe since 2018 to 2019. All the updates they've made to Minecraft, I have not enjoyed. I just haven't. They all work around this new, like, this enhanced, gimmicky feel to them. They all have this, like, gimmick, you know, why didn't I say it properly instead of repeat myself? They all have this, like, weird gimmicky feel to them that's just designed to drag people with short-term mindsets attention download on their iPads and play it for about 5 minutes and then logging off. Such as myself. But, you know, it doesn't, it's sort of like the updates feel less like they're adding updates to Minecraft and more like they're remastering it to, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But it shouldn't be like the same version of Minecraft. They've already made all these other stupid Minecraft. We're gonna call it Minecraft, but I think it's an insult to call any of the new mess like, what is it, Minecraft Heroes or Dungeons, like an actual Minecraft game. No, they aren't a Minecraft game. I hate that they put Minecraft in the title. They should just be Mojang Presents Dungeon Game that's targeted towards people that, you know, don't play Minecraft, because if, you know, they just make a bunch of stuff that applies to all places, they'll make more profit. And it's such a soulless thing that I hate. And, you know, and then, you know, Minecraft Legends should just be called Minecraft, except, you know, we're going to rip off every civilization builder game and slap Minecraft over it. Just make sure, you know, Mojang made this. Hey guys, we made this. Look, hey guys. That don't like sandbox games. Here guys, come here. We got a new game for you. Come on. It's such, it feels so, it's just so insulting. I don't know how to explain it. Like, they're just taking all of the sandbox experience away from the platform to apply to just more audience, larger audience. And the stupid thing is, if they already gonna just start adding different types of Minecraft, why do we have to have all this new high definition crap in, you know, default Minecraft? If they want to make Minecraft more detailed, just make another Minecraft called Minecraft HD or Minecraft Remastered or Minecraft Meta. No, that doesn't work. Minecraft something else. Another stupid name. They have so many names like that now. I don't know. Or Minecraft New Hope, I guess. I don't know. It just you know, it's like the reason I loved Minecraft at first, I don't think if it wasn't for Minecraft, I probably wouldn't have gotten as far into playing video games as I did. Honestly. Like, the only reason I started getting into video games was because I discovered more games that actually applied to my preference of gameplay. And I didn't really know about, like, sandbox games, because we didn't know it. We owned a computer, but, you know, it was the potato one that was made for taxes. And, like, Minecraft was the first, like, thing we had, like, on console play, and I loved it. It was better. It was, I don't want to say it better. It was one of the primary types of games that I had never experienced before. Like, I had never really experienced sandbox gaming before. And that's why Minecraft was so amazing. Like, I could use, it's like, when there's a game that can, like, enable my imagination or something, you know, like, to flow, that's when it's cool. And especially with games that are very simple and they're designed with the intent of people making it, like, you know, using their minds to make their own world or whatever, right? And it's like, and it will always be the more simplistic they are, the more they, you know, the more they pique my interest. Or not really more simplistic, the more simplistic sandbox games are, the more they pique my interest. Because that allows the creators to develop a more advanced, you know, world, or a more advanced, like, layout for the game. Like, I don't know, it's like, adding too much to a game just makes it feel like makes me feel like there's no use for me to play this game because it's already so incredibly advanced or complete or, you know, whatever, and it always overwhelms me. You know, such as in, mostly just in Nintendo games. It's just, there's nothing for me to do when I play them. I'm just playing through a thing that was other people have already played through, and my brother's gonna make fun of me because I'm bad at it, and then it's just like, this sucks. I'm gonna play this, and you know, also just, you know, not really, it's never like really that bad because when I use the phrase make fun of, it's just like, this is stupid. I'm not enjoying this, and you know, it's every single person, every single Nintendo-based community, it's just like, all right, it's like the sense of accomplishment within me, Nintendo titles, is based around a skill set that I've never really had, I guess. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. I could have said that in like 8 better ways that actually got the point across more understandably. But like, I don't know. I think like I always remember like at lunch or whatever, you go over and like everyone's talking about what they've done in the game and boasting about how much they've completed and how they've beaten it, and then it's just like, so what did you enjoy about the game? It was really good, and it was very challenging, and it was very hard, and I beat it. Ah, okay. So why was it fun? Because it was challenging and I beat it. Okay, you complete the game, but now what are you going to do? And, of course, wait for the next game to come out, or do something else, and just, like, play another challenging game. Like, a lot of, like, people I know that, it seems like if the games are played, have a sense of accomplishment just for being the game, or whatever, I guess. It just seems like I mean, it's very not really hard to understand, I guess. More of just easy for me to not understand until I try to think more about it, I guess. And there's a high chance I still won't understand it. Usually I can try. I've always been able to, like, just talking. Like, not why oh no, I accidentally clicked on that. I hope I didn't break anything. Man, that's what happened last time. No, it's lagging. I obviously did something horribly wrong, but I lack the energy to figure out what happened. So we shall continue. Either way, it's just like the sense of accomplishment or the purpose of playing a lot of like those types of games always makes me feel kind of like I'm wasting my time doing it. Especially if it's a game like, again, there's a gnat. It likes to just sit there and fly back at my face as soon as I continue talking. As soon as I mentally accept that it's gone away, it goes back. And it's been... I forgot what I was talking about again. Oh yeah. Well, I've never preferred to play that many Nintendo-based games. Like, I don't know why I use Nintendo so much. It's just the like primary source for video games that make me want to bite the cord to the controller and launch at the television. But like, that's exactly why. I'm just being mad, and the game's making me mad, and the point of the game is to make you mad and be challenging, and the sense of challenge is supposedly supposed to build a sense of accomplishment within me after I beat the game. And it just, I've never understood that, like, and it's okay if other people do, it's just like, it's like, okay, I've beaten this game, right? Now what do I do? Okay, firstly, now that I've beaten this challenging, super cool game, what do I do with this experience that I've been given? Do I just use the skills that I've been given to beat more games, henceforth repeating the process of feeling accomplished for becoming more skilled at a game that's literally designed to advance in skills that are then, you know, absolutely useless or tested even further in the next game, which just builds a sense of, why am I doing this? Like, it's a cycle of just, you know, games being harder, me playing games that are harder, me getting better at games that are harder, and then me playing more games that make me mad because of how challenging they are. And then continuing this cycle. Granted, I've never really beaten any games that, well, people I know have ever actually respected me for beating. Like, one time I worked out really hard to beat this game. I don't know, it's like, or not really, I've never beaten a game, but like, every single time, like, I do something in a video game, or if like, something like me and my friends are all like, very hyped to play, right? It's always, you know, we all know me, I suck at games, I suck at games compared to anybody else in the category of game experience that I have. I'm just a bad at video games. And, you know, playing games that are designed to have excessive skill, and then like I feel like the whole point of it, like, I mean, like, yeah, like, a lot of people, a large majority just like feel like good about like when they beat them or whatever, but I mostly take my knowledge from like other people at school, because that's basically the people I talk to, just to try understanding them a bit more. You know, I'm very bad with, I don't know, it's like I'm very bad with like social situations, but I have always tried to like learn. Either way, the main of learning is just listening or asking. So it's like, then it's like every time it's just like, well, I beat the game, and it's like, oh cool, I've also beaten that game, and they're like, yeah. Well, what are you on? And it's like, I have gotten to this, like, you know, I've gotten to this state in the game, and then like, really, you're still on that state in the game? I'm already like, so far. We started playing at the same time. What's wrong with you? Are you just bad? And it's just, it's like, and then other people respect people that are better at the video game and complete more of it. It's like, why am I doing this? Same thing with sports. It's the exact same concept behind why I hate sports. The only sense of reward you get out of them is other people respecting you for being good at them. I appreciate if other people respect me for playing games, but I, at point blank, can care less about, you know, about that, you know, element, really. Like, you know, like, it's like, again, I respect it, I'm happy, I appreciate everyone that, you know, in this situation would have like some sort of, you know, commiseration for me being good at a game, but like, at the end of the day, I'm playing this game because I like playing it, and it's fun to me, you know, and that's it. I like playing games that I get to use my skills for, I guess. And one of the skills I don't have is being good at, like, you know, story-based, platform, parkour, shooter, anything that, you know, is a primary, like, gaming, you know, like, you know, point I'm bad at, you know? So it's like, I think, like, the one thing I'm good at is being creative, I guess. You know, like, creativity, artists, you know, stuff like that. And, like, you know, sandbox games, it feels like, when I play sandbox games, it feels like I'm expressing a form of art, in a way, and that's why I've always enjoyed them the most. Because I'm bad at everything else, really. I don't like saying that, but point blank, after everything is, you know, explained, I just suck at stuff. Just that type of gameplay. And that's okay, because I don't really, you know, care about that, you know, I'm bad at, you know? It's just, the whole concept, like, subconsciously, I've always thought stupid. me being good at things and people thinking I'm good at things does not mean, as I've never found that it's really done anything. At this moment in time, honestly, I don't really like saying I've never is a very strong term. I to this day have never found it to be me being good at stuff and people thinking I'm good at stuff to I've never really enjoyed that. Like I've never found any enjoyment into that, you know? Again, not like saying like it makes me mad when other people, think I'm good at something, right? It's pretty neat. I'm happy that, someone, thinks I'm, good at anything. But like that is not the thing that I can rest on when it comes to, appreciating the gameplay experience of the whole thing or scenario. I always enjoy basing it behind like, what I have done in the game and how I've been able to, what I've been able to do to, enjoy myself while playing it. And also, this sense of enjoyment is it's probably the exact same thing, other people have, because, if they're not really good with, creative senses, and they have skills within parkour and shooter, and, again, all the other types of games, obviously, that sense of enjoyment that I have when I express my creative outlets playing video games is probably relative to people that accomplish things in, challenge-based video games. It's like, rather than just knowing that I'm good at something, like, I can look at the stuff I've done in the game and actually, like, feel the sense of accomplishment. I can get worse at games after I was at one point good at them, and then still go back and know I built this house in the game, and no matter what happens, it will still look good, because at one point I was good at, making that house, and I don't have to look back and, remember when I was good at games, because they're there in the game for me to go to and remember. And also, just like the physical representation of the experience and time I've had in the game that's actually built in the game, not just in my mind, helps me remember what I've done. Sort of like writing down notes. I hate writing down notes in school. It's the worst thing ever, because all my notes never actually help me. But like, it doesn't. It's a lot. It's just sort of like, it's not exactly like that. So I don't know why I compared it to that, because it's stupid if it doesn't correlate to what I'm saying. But either way, like, screw it. It's whatever. It's whatever. What level am I on? I'm at level 5. Let's go return to lobby and see what I've gotten. I just realized how many I've collected. That was a pretty neat one. I like that season, honestly. That was one of my favorite seasons. Probably because it was the first one, but I don't know. It's one of the most nostalgic seasons of Fortnite I've ever played. I think this was also one of the pictures I got from that season. And not that one. Yeah, that one. And that one. What was I? Oh, right. Okay. Completely forgot. Or not like completely forgot. Forgot just enough that I forgot. Wait, I want to know if it every time is the same number, because this could really be cool. 5, 4. Oh, it's like a... does it have a different number every time? I don't know why I'm so obsessed with knowing if it's actually a randomly generated dice roll. Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, it's just like a 5 by... Okay, I'm gonna be sitting here all day trying to figure out. Just... There. There. Claim. Equipped. That's pretty neat, honestly. I like... That could be pretty cool. Like, imagine playing Fortnite in, like, a, like, creative lobby, and just, like, using that emote to make your own, like, board game or campaign type scenario. You still have to write down a bunch of other stuff, but I think it would be neat. Either way, wait, we're almost done with this. Well, we have discover locations. Alright. Let's go here. It's very rare when any of these Fortnite skins I actually, like, want to buy outside the Marvel stuff, and now it feels like they've really started to just, like, cash out on their, you know, what was it called? Partnership with Marvel, and now I don't even want to buy those because it feels like such a... They've somehow made... It feels very soulless now. Because they're just cashing out on people that enjoy the Marvel stuff, such as myself. I have a freaking poster over there, so... Let's let that represent how fond I am of the Marvel Universe. And now I just feel stupid for buying stuff because, you know, Fortnite, you know, they can make money off of, you know, people enjoying other games that aren't theirs. And that's why, you know. Again, that can be said for any other mashup type game. I just can't believe how easily I was caught off guard about, you know, the whole situation, because I usually catch when games, you know, just do things, you know, soullessly for commercial gain. But that just surprised me. What on earth have they done to this castle? There's a moon? A black moon? Possibly another reason many of the game community enjoy challenging games. It's sort of like eating spicy foods or whatever. I mean, like, many people. No, I meant to say that the exact opposite way of how I phrased it. Like, possibly, like, I've never really cared for eating like spicy stuff, right? Because it just feels like I'm eating food, except it's painful. And like, people like you know, games with challenges because it helps them, you know, they have to put more effort or energy into the game, and the game, in a sense, develops this, you know, sense of it being more advanced and interesting, right? It makes the game more interesting. Maybe people that like eat spicy food, it, you know, triggers more, you know, sensations of taste because the various, you know, condiments that are placed on food are more, more, it just creates a more advanced flavor palette. There's more types of tastes in every bite, I guess. But still, the taste is spicy and little tiny pins and needles on the back of my tongue, so that's where I'm brung to spicy food being eaten just because it develops a sense of accomplishment because it was challenging to consume. Sort of like how people start drinking alcohol, I've always assumed as well. And various other things. The pain distracts people. That's it. That's it. The pain transfers to a distraction. Challenging video games for some people is essentially a higher attempt at distracting them from other situations. So, you have a more intermediate rather than casual gameplay experience. This is why I enjoy thinking about things. Or thinking about things most of the time, and then, developing a sense of my idiocy live when I stream. Not idiocy, more... derivative lack of entertainment or interest between said content when it's viewed per se. I also have creative outlets. I think another reason is like, rather than having a very, distracting, like type of experience that demands me to concentrate a lot harder than I usually do. Mostly playing a role in, I don't really like you saying, I don't like saying stuff like this, but like, there's some about me that just makes it so hard for me to just concentrate on stuff. Like, and it makes me, it really, I don't like it. The feeling of having to concentrate really hard on things makes me feel really bad. Like, it makes me feel, it makes me unhappy. So like, sandbox experiences just allow me to, kind of just use the very little, like, amount of attention that I, subconsciously have to just, game and chill. Because I just really don't care to think or focus about anything, that hard. Especially in video games. Really, the less effort I put into, like, thinking about, like, when I'm playing games. Okay, that sounds wrong. Like, I put effort, I put effort into my creative outlets, right? But, like, when it comes down to, like, immense just, like, what's the word? Sheer will force concentration, I can't do. Like, I'm very good, like, just using my imagination rather than being able to concentrate. And to just be more, perceptive and determined on the things around me, So, like, rather than creative, and yeah, it's more like I was more of a creative experience. So like, you know, it's like, I don't really have to be thinking about all this other stuff when I'm playing sandbox games. All I gotta think about is what I want to do in them, you know? And even though they aren't challenging, I just, you know, it's like, I just have never used them to be challenging because I've always been able to, you know, entertain myself without the challenge in games. Like, you know, I find it fun to just, you know, have ideas and then like learn, you know, use games to, you know, express creativity. You know, just enables the creative outlet of imagination. And that just keeps, I think that just keeps me entertained the most out of any other variety of video game, you know, intent. Like, I suck at this, but it doesn't make me mad. It's never made me mad. You know? I've been told I'm bad at stuff. I've been told, you know, I'm bad in school. I'm bad at everything. But it doesn't make me mad because, it usually just does not, it's not something that I have not planned for. Not really like that, but like, if I know I'm gonna be bad, I just never feel the need to become so incredibly determined not to, you know, like, not to determined to improve, but like, determined to focus so incredibly hard on something that is not in my will to, you know, change, I guess. Hey, Silver Surfer! I haven't seen that one in a bit. And again, like, a lot of, like, situations like this is more of like, there are things that I, you know, am determined to change, right? It just has to be things that, like, I know I can do. Like, if work is gonna be hard, right, for something, or whatever, and I know that it's just not in my power to be, you know, actually succeed in it, and it's not a sense of me giving up, per se. It's more of a sense of me moving on in retrospect of this situation that's about to carry out, because I can make up whatever, you know, has been done wrong, and then use my time to do other things that, you know, I know I can do. Then there's other times where I just slack off and, you know, I'm stupid. But that's, yeah, that's another situation. Most times, like, I think why I was trying to say is like, that sort of mindset that I use in retrospect also can apply to, like, in, you know, very, you know, 5 minutes to think about scenarios, right? Like, someone's about to attack me in this game. What is the best way for me to not die when they attack me? I just don't even try, you know, doing all that crap to think about situations such as that. I just shoot at the enemy, and if I die, okay. If I don't die, hey, look at there, I didn't die, you know? And that's just how I've ever, you know, especially, such as in this game, that's how I just process the stuff to keep myself from, you know, getting too, you know, mad, you know, in general. Also, it makes everybody that I play online with hate me in my guts altogether, because I am not, like, try-harding, per se. Ooh. Hey, I know what this car is. I think, but I'm too scared to say the name of it because I'm probably wrong. And so just to take all that back, I don't know what the name of this car is. I just have a mild hunch of what it is due to how it sounds. And cars I've heard that have a relative engine base to them. Why don't they make cars that sound like this anymore? Like, I mean, like, I guess they do, but like, it's just so much cooler. Like, there's just something about it that is, it feels right. Also, this is a video game that is not in any way relative to how actual cars are designed. But outside that, I've heard cars that sound like that, and they're usually like, not cars that are often seen in a casual, you know, driver experience on the road. I mean, that's what makes it nice to, you know, see them, because they're not as, you know, they're not as like perceived as often in person, unless they're owned. Let's blow some stuff up. We haven't done that in a while. Fortnite made a mistake of like giving me the option to destruction things, and I shall not. Waste this opportunity that's been given. I feel like I'm playing Battlefield again, with all the big buildings that you can just like place C4s in. Battlefield 4 was a good game. I remember it was Battlefield 3. I remember like, I think my two favorite ones was, I think, the third and fourth Battlefield. That was the only two that is the only two I owned. So the fourth one was, I liked the fourth one the most. Mostly because I think I like the weapons selection more. But also, it feels like some of my favorite games, I say they're some of my favorite games, are usually the ones that are my favorite consoles, and I think about it. Like, Xbox One is my favorite, has always been, like, Xbox 360 has always been my favorite, like, what's it called, controller design, you know? It's like, it's simple, straightforward, gets the job done, you know what I mean? It, you know, it really, it's not that good with aesthetics, but it just, it's almost as nice as how the GameCube controllers feel, you know? And like, and it's not saying that like the other controllers don't, right? It's just that like Xbox controllers, they feel like your hands were made for them, you know? Like no there isn't any like amount of like spare like room wasted when you hold them. PlayStation controllers, like, unless you have really long fingers, you're not gonna grip around the entire like thing, like the entire like, what's it called, thigh of the controller, you know? Like, it works, but like why is it built that way? Well, mostly I think it's because like when they start, that was like the first actually idea of making thighs for a controller, and also were designed to simulate, I think, what I heard somewhere, they designed PlayStation controllers to simulate the, like, helicopter or aircraft remotes or aircraft joysticks or whatever. That's kind of neat, I guess. But like, I don't know. It just seems with like hardware design, like the things that are not, the small things that are not thought about in the like design process are always the things that usually greatly end up affecting the user later down the line when they use it with the console, especially controllers. Like, the tiniest flaws can, you know, cause people to not want to use it anymore. Like, the plasticky, buttony feel of, like, older buttons for controllers. Like, the ones that are, like, I don't know how to explain it. You know, like, the, old gaming consoles, they have those really tiny, thin buttons that feel like they feel just as comfortable as pressing down on the rubber buttons on a remote controller to a television. Like, that one imperfection is all it takes, like, for someone to not enjoy playing, using the console anymore. And, like, when all those things are thought of ahead of time, it just makes it so much more enjoyable, or proficient, I guess. I don't know. The GameCube controller, the only issue I've ever had is they need to add another button instead of just having a Z button. But outside of that, it molds. All the buttons just mold around your fingers where you're able to like see them, right? The only thing I've ever had issue with computers is because I primarily use computers for gaming, and there's so much wasted potential in like rectangular keyboards. Not saying that I enjoy any of those the gimmicky crap they have that, you know, other keyboards have used, but I feel like I could design it better. But then again, I said the same thing when I say the same thing when any sort of material or whatever is created that is relative to what I'm mildly experienced with designing. And also, I don't design this stuff. That's just me being stupid and saying I feel like I can design it better. Design it better, not make it better. I don't know how to make stuff yet. I want to school, I don't know how to. Like, but designing stuff, I like designing stuff. I've always loved designing stuff. You know, again, just, like anytime I get to like build onto my like creative out, anything that like just builds onto like my creative outlets, it's just something that it'll become one of my most favorite things. But like, it's like one thing that they have kind of started to do that I've always wondered about before it came out, like controllers. They've never thought about using some of the like fingers that they could have been taking advantage of. I know, like, such as all the other ones that aren't your thumbs. I think the primary reason is that, again, one, nobody's gonna have that much time to actually focus on them, right? Secondly, it would just be it would probably just be a design. It would probably just make it harder because when people grip the controllers down, they press all the buttons on the bottom where the thighs are, and then that would cause the issue. But like, just imagine someone like a very young person starting by using a controller that allows them to enable so many different, you know, slightly higher cognitive functions when they're playing video games. Think about how much easier it would be to teach them how to type on computers and stuff, right? Like they like the cognitive impulses that would be used to activate the buttons on the bottom of the thighs would already be basically implanted into their like minds, so that it would take less time for them to understand how it worked. You know, like now, that would probably be a nightmare. It's just again, like, I remember when I got my Nintendo Switch, I asked for, like, a controller with it. Or, like, I don't know if I got my own controller after I got a Nintendo Switch or not, but I got a controller because I absolutely hate the Nintendo Switch, you know, whatever they're called, the nunchucks, Joy-Cons. They are the stupidest design flaw I've ever seen. But like, when I got the controller, there were those two buttons on the bottom of the where the thighs are, and at first I hated them, but as soon as I got used to it, I felt like I could not play a Nintendo game without them, because you can do so much more just by using those parts of like those like parts of your hand when playing video games or consoles, you know? I could have said that better, but either way, like, yeah, like, it's like, if, you know, it's like building an individual understanding for each, like, place on the controller for each finger. I feel like that would just be more like, that would stimulate better proficiency later. Again, I have no idea what I'm talking about. And it'll be important for the words I say to either have research on or find your own, you know, develop your own hypothesis on what I'm saying. I don't know. We're the same person that just died again by falling off of 2 different trees in Fortnite, so yeah. I think at the end of the day, yeah, it'd probably be so much harder for me to actually like, play games for so long if I wasn't constantly just talking, most likely, because just, again, like, I have the ability to focus on things, right? But the amount, the amount of like thought I have to put into making sure I'm focusing. I've only ever used it for school, or with medication or whatever. Like, then with school, usually just really with school, because it takes so much out of me. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'll go home and like I feel like it's like the energy it takes to like concentrate on stuff at school makes it so when I get home I feel like I'm just already burnt out to the point where I can barely get any homework done, because I have, it's so hard to like do stuff at school or like focus on stuff at school. And then half the time I'm not even focused on stuff at school. Thank goodness for like prescribed stuff. I don't know. It's crazy to think. This is something that's been brought many times and probably will again, but like, if me and other people did not live in a time where like, prescribed medications to help different, things, or just mild disorders, like, they didn't, like, if like they didn't live in a time where those existed, I would be an absolute brain-dead moron. Like, seriously. I couldn't even imagine how, like, I would get a job when I got older. Or, like that. Of course, you know, there's the idea, you know, simple applause of, you know, adaptation. Of course, it's happened thousands of times, countlessly. If you want, it's a simple, you know, concept of, you know, if one wants to do something hard enough, they will find a way. That, you know, I'm not disagreeing with that, but knowing me, as I said, when it comes to situations like that, unless it's something I really care about, I just feel like I'm wasting my time trying with it. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I probably could, but after a few times of trying, and the only reward gotten out of this scenario is public humiliation for the amount of effort that goes into trying. The humiliation would definitely start to overrule the rest of the, you know, judge decision process. You know, it's weird, right? Like, the whole, like, you know, ridiculously edgy, like, concept of not, like, you know, I guess me, for example, like, not caring what, basic majority of people think about my interests and hobbies is just the simple fact that there's never been a time where people, you know, positively caring about the things I do that actually seem to grant me some sort of, you know, enjoyment, right? Like, as, you know, a common thing is, like, just being made fun of for almost anything. Like, I've always suspected that the people that get the most beat up about is the people that at one point were not being made fun of for things, and then, like, the, you know, the enablement of, you know, whatever, like, what's the word, benefits come from not being made fun of anything must be good enough that it would hurt people that are being made fun of to the point where they actually care, right? I'm pretty sure if I thought hard about that, you know, I could apply to that series of events of feeling bad about being made fun of something. But off the top of my head, I can't really. Thankfully, of course, you know, definitely good to imply thankfully. Really, it's just stupid. And not just for the reason of just saying it's stupid, just to, you know, ignore the, you know, fact that it may have an effect. It's just, I've always found it to be stupid. From what I know, from what I can think of, I've always found it to be stupid. Ironically. And then all the things I actually have it, like, I go as far as the dislike when it comes to different hobbies. The ones where I actually have a, you know, feeling or emotion that translates to not enjoying them, such as sports and stuff like that, is usually the times where I'm, like, you know, not really, you know, of course, you know, the primary one where it's just being made fun of being bad at them, or not being, you know, not being allowed to participate, exactly, or not really participate, more of participate and not being treated like absolute trash because of how bad I am at them. Or, you know, like, again, with sports is like the best example I can think of, right? Like, you can sign up for them, but at the end of the day, you still gotta play with the same soulless, deadbeat people that were just, you know, throwing paper airplanes at you in class. And you're trusting them to be on your team. And working as a functional group to accomplish a task that depends on every single one of them. And it's, you know, and outside of just how much I hate physical activities, that's like the foundation of why I don't like sports. Or I have not liked sports. I don't like saying don't like, because there could be a time where I enjoy sports. I just don't currently. I don't have any issue. I don't have any like issue with people that do have sports. It's just more I don't enjoy them, and I don't really feel like there will be a point where I would do it. But again, you know, the system of something never is not a very good, well-built mindset to set on, usually, unless it's like, I will never kill a person. That's one of the times where, yeah, there's an exception, but usually just saying never is a state where opposite psychology will play a role in reversing your thoughts on it. It doesn't have to be all like, I will, you know, want to do sports. I will want to do things. It's not like that. Like, it's not like that sort of I will never. It's more of like, you know, in the future, if I do enjoy sports or whatever, that's okay. But I don't want to right now. I've never found interest in that right now. I'm not really in the mood to think more on it, you know? It's like, whenever this is just a sense of competitivity within a hobby, I just get so sick of it. Because comparisons are just the worst thing ever, right? Whenever, like, I go online and, like, watch other, I'll see other people, like, online being excessively overpowered in, you know, hobbies that I have. I don't feel inspired. I feel minorly depressed how bad I am in retrospect of every other, you know, person carrying out the same amount of skill and practice as I am. That goes just not, that's not really with art, although it is kind of art. It's not really with art. A lot of times, just, you know, like, what's the word? You know, like, drawing or painting, like that type of art, or sculpting or drawing, painting. That type of art, it's not that bad usually. As long as, with that sort of art, I know I can do it if I want to. Like, when other forms of art, such as, you know, of course, like, mostly just music. I'm practicing music. There are certain scenarios where I think it's mostly because, like, you know, I'm not as good with music as I am with other hobbies, right? So it's not that I'm going out to get mad or feel, you know, mildly depressed at how bad I am at them. It's more of just the subconscious thought that, yeah, there's no hope that I'm gonna get that good, you know? And the first step to not getting that mad is just not, you know, finding scenarios where it could lead to that, I guess, you know. And then again, all of this is more of like a very, like, subconscious level, right? I'm still gonna, you know, be appreciative. I'm going to if it comes to a scenario where I can, you know, compliment or something, I'm gonna do that because I'm not a brain dead piece of trash that's gonna actually, you know, retract all those possible forms of appreciation just because a sense of jealousy is minorly, you know, caught. Also, that just you know, the thought of feeling jealous is just, it's sort of like how I feel about anger, right? Like, you feel horrible during that sense, and then you also feel like stupid afterwards, right? And even at a subconscious level, I don't like feeling jealous. And the only way to do that is just not to find things that would make me be envious. Not jealous, more of envious, per se. Envy is, again, like, envy is basically, you know, jealousy, in a manner of speaking, so it's like, stupid. It's absolutely stupid to be envious. It's just ridiculous. It's a ridiculous sense. I know some people feel like, oh, if I, like, go and see these people that are really good, it will inspire me. I've never understood that either. Or maybe I have. It just is not, it has never applied to me feeling a sense of inspiration. Unless it's like a form of art that I am confident, given a certain amount of time, I can easily accomplish. This can like strand from, you know, it's like I can accomplish to a short-term extent. With most forms of art, no matter what it is, give me a week to a month, I could do it. And that's usually not a very realistic term. It's more of like the one of the only senses of ego I've ever really developed. I'm good at art. I can wipe the floor with anyone that's good at art. Again, like it's more like at a subconscious level. I've always thought that. From most people I've seen, I can just analyze exactly how they drew that or painted that and be like, yeah, give me 5 minutes. I'll show you what I made, and then, yeah, I don't know. Again, I think it's the same thing how people feel when they're competitive. But again, it's not, I don't think that out of a sense of competitivity, because I know that being competitive only will result in my, you know, humiliation. But I've always ended up telling myself I could do that, you know, when I see like some sort of form of artwork or someone drawing some form of artwork. Because it seems plausible that I could do that. And that's probably, again, I think that's the same way with people that sport. They see people being good at the sport, and they think they could also be that good at the sport. I could not do that. I don't want to do that, and I have no intent of doing that. Henceforth, I think it's stupid to even start trying to get to that level of skill. Oh, I think, someone brought home food. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Fish stick. See, well, as normal, I might retire around 9 o'clock from our stream, either 9 or 8. Anything spanning between 3 hours, really. You know, I always try getting a good 3 hours. I just can't with Fortnite when it comes to any further than 3 hours. At a certain point, my brain just wants to... It feels like it starts to melt. It's that feeling that I've always believed is that, you know, delirious, you know, thing that old people think of when the youth play video games. I think the feeling I get when I play more than 3 hours of Fortnite is that feeling that all the old people are always paranoid about young people getting when they play video games in general. Like, it really does feel like my brain starts to rot in on itself when I play more than 3 hours of this, because it's so tedious and repetitive. I'm not saying I don't like that. I don't like that, but I can accept that due to the things I play Fortnite for outside of the, you know, things that are bad about it, of course. On an outweighed census. Alright, where are the rest of the places we need to go? Let's go over here. Seems closer. I really need to start an art channel, honestly. I've been thinking it's like a drawing channel or something like that for a while, but I have no clue how to edit. I know how to edit it, but I need to get a better camera. I really need to get a better camera. Not in too, you know, advanced. Just like something that doesn't make everything I create look like, you know, the pathetic shell that is everything I create. I think we started with a microphone last year, and again, oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see, it's like that black smudge right there. There's been a bloody gnat that's been just attacking me for weeks, on stream as well. I've finally conquered, and I'm feeling pretty good, you know? I feel like that one person in a Red Bull advertisement after they get wings. That must be what they mean when people say, that must be what happens when you drink Red Bull. You have the same sense of accomplishment as swiping one of those tiny gnats off of your desk that's been bothering you for weeks on end. I feel like I could conquer the world now. For about like a few minutes, but you know, at one point I did. Just previously. Oh wait, I have to get I know why I didn't identify me as How am I this stupid? Alright. I guess I have to go what I was about to say is I think I have to like go closer into the area before I identify it as me actually accessing that part of the map. Although I swear we did just go over here. I don't know why it didn't identify it as, you know, me actually venturing this area and marking it down accordingly. But I'm not gonna think about it too much. During school, I think a lot of the content I create is going to be a lot lower quality, even from what I usually create. Not, like, intentionally, but intentionally to a rational extent. Just because if I start doing better in this content than I am in school, I'm going to become extremely, severely hateful of myself for actually doing that. And also, it'll trick me into thinking that not doing good on this will return in me doing better in school. Subconsciously, of course. Because that's a horrible sense of logic that I really would never recommend anyone else venturing down. Obviously. I must say obviously, because there'd be a scenario where it's not taken, obviously. Yo, can we ride boats now? Oh wait, no, never mind. They aren't the types of boats you can ride. Well, moving on to another tangent. Not to like speak too much about what I'm looking to go into in the future, but like I've been like building this idea of how to like better. No, I don't think so. Go ahead. Nah, eat up.
Wait, is it mom's?
I have no clue. It's not mine. What was I talking about? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I hate this. It was definitely something just that wasn't really anything worth mentioning. But what am I gonna do while playing this game? Yeah. Yeah, like in the future, like I'm thinking about like going to like learn how to like. I feel like I could figure out how to like make not only like just I know how to make games, but like before I make video games, there's a second step that I really would like to learn how to do, which is like just understand a bit more about like the electrical computer hardware, not really computer, just technology hardware, not to like a very fine great extent, but it feels like at a certain point you could make a computer, or you can make a realm of technology that could be advanced enough to put so much more detail and vibrance into games, right? Like in game, like when goodness gracious, I knew this was gonna happen. I'll be right back. If I'm just gonna exit this. I'll be right back. Yeah. Well, at least I'm mentally prepared for that to happen. Alright. I told it to exit the game. Why didn't it exit the game? Man. Whatever. Alright. Oh, right. I go here, then I go here, and I connect this to here. No, I gotta connect this to here as well. Stupid. I hate this. Then just connect that. There. Alright, we're back. We're back. There, a call was taken. Everything still seems to be in order, so I'm just gonna keep playing. That's probably, I'm probably just gonna keep, like, call taking. It's just gonna become a much more recurring thing in the future, honestly. Like, especially during school, I just, like, it's just, scenarios are just unplannable. And I started to just not care that much about how unprofessional my content is. Not a level about, like, not having plan to improve, just the idea that it's whatever. And the amount of energy that's placed into making it more professional is only going to make me get mad, because I just don't get better, you know. Everything I do is just going to suck, and we'll be able to move on with that. You know, I can just move on with that. It's, you know, it's just you know, the skill level I was designed to be at, I suppose. Sad and depressing to watch, and more overdramatic crap. Either way, like, I think it'll allow time to just, like, focus, you know, energy on better things, you know, like what I'm gonna create and when I'm gonna create it, and just, like, I don't know, I gotta get back into making, like, videos. I stopped making videos because it felt I always gotta get just so, you know, not mad, just like, I'll make a video, people will tell me to make videos, okay, people, like, around me, which is, you know, usually, you know, people view my content as people I have to view it deliberately, and it usually ends with, you know, either you really need to start making videos and you need to get better at it, or you need to stop altogether. It's from the people I've asked to. What? Hey, what's up? What do you want?
Yeah.
You need food?
No.
Do you cook something?
No, do you want me to put these in the refrigerator?
Nah, just leave them out, alright? Alright, thanks. Okay. What was I talking about? Right. Like, the recommendations I have gotten from the people I've talked to have simply been, you know, basic impossible things that not really impossible, just are not relatively possible for me at this time to accomplish. Like, if you're bad at sports, get stronger. Logic, it's sort of like that stuff that's not, it's possible, but like, it just, I don't know, it's like, Could be just me being stubborn, but I don't know. There's something about, like, it's the same thing. Again, it's like there's something about, like, certain recommendations that I've been given that just like, it's very destructive criticism rather than actual, you know, recommendations on how I can improve. And again, like, at face value, the main reason it hasn't affected me is just because I've stopped really caring about it, right? But then that, again, it applies to the point of, you know, if I do not care, there's a low chance I'll be able to filter through the criticism to find, you know, ways to improve. Like, I've never gotten comments on it barely in my videos, and honestly, throughout a few times, I've also been thankful for that in a way, just because I'm not saying all people, but the group of people I know that are, you know, newcomers to, you know, content creators online, most of the comments they get just make them want to stop. I know that because that's the reason half the people I know that have been upcoming content creators stop is just because of that. And then it's just like, why? Why did it's like you're having so much fun making stuff? Why did you let stuff, you know, do that? And yeah, I don't know. It was stupid. I'm pretty sure oh crap, what did I just do? I have no clue if that was because of me or somebody else. But it concerns me all the same. Also, I'm pretty sure most of my comment sections have been blocked after it was reviewed and my age was easily identified by my what was it, like the my cam, like my face cam. At first I was kind of mad about it, but I mean, what can I, you know, what can I do? That's how, like, make a completely different channel. And then make sure it's not leaked in any sort of account that, you know, AI could easily track. Yep, this is definitely. I'm getting lots of nostalgia from playing Battlefield. It can't just be me. This is just was an element that you go home from school and, you know, participate in just to let out some anger. It's, you know. I don't know why, but they have games where it's like Destruction Simulator. But, like, I never really enjoyed the targeted ones that are made for that. Like, but breaking stuff in games where, like, you're not exactly, it's not designed for you to take C4s and blow up the entire city after clearing out all the enemies. It just looks, it's more interesting because it's definitely been done lots of times, but it doesn't feel like it's made to be done, right? I don't know. It's sort of like the feeling of throwing C4s at tanks to blow them up. Except I'll like I would level video. My ear's ringing for some reason. I believe the sentients are finally invading us. Right, they're about to abduct me. They're transmitting the signals to my brain. I should have been wearing my tinfoil hat. That's why my ear is ringing. My goodness. No. I don't know if it was me or I tricked someone that like I think it might have been my brother, my little brother, or like someone. I remember it was either me or I tricked someone into thinking that anytime your ear rings for no reason, it's the aliens like listening in on you through like radio transmitters in your brain. Alright. Okay, what have I not been to? I feel like I've gotten all of the quests down. Yes, I have. I'm at level 7. Okay, 3 more levels. We can do this. I can do this. Even if I can't do this, I can give it a pretty good shot. Just realized that using the glider would help me cover more land in order to drop it that area. But then gliding enables a higher rate of like speed. I'm pretty sure they designed gliders in Fortnite so that the sense of like time due to the drag of the thing landing down enforces the sense of tension with which you can get to the ground first. I don't know if it's just me, but like, I always feel like my voice is either deeper or higher when I go back to like recording or stuff. Especially on like phones, when I used to like record stuff on phones. Wait, who am I attacking? Oh, this guy, okay. There we go. I really don't want to fight any enemies that I don't got to. But what I will do is make sure that whatever I'm supposed to be doing, I've actually managed to accomplish. What am I doing again? I'm... Talk to Nolan Chance. Who on earth is Nolan Chance? Ever what? Nolan Chance. Hey, that's me! I would assume, unless he was just murdered. So yeah, it's like the NPC or bot Nolan Chance. I think that moron just killed the NPC as soon as we landed down, so that's great. Wait, no. Possibly there could be some other NPCs in here that I have not acquired yet. Oh, no. I think they're over there. Over here? Or not. Either way. Either way. For a split second, I just like froze and forgot what I was supposed to be doing. You know, go down to times where I just get distracted and forget what I'm doing. It's more of like a brain fog type of forget what doing. There are many different varieties. The more deficit you become to managing tasks. Did anyone else like end up like learning about different like types of like diseases and stuff at school, and then instantly just go home and spend the rest of the evening being paranoid about having them? Like, it can be anything, right? Like, let's see, like, mental disorders or physical disorders that can randomly become, you know, seen, you know, years after they've started, you know. Like, it's like the terrifying idea of not knowing if there's something like, you know, physically or mentally wrong with you until like it is too late. Like, that's just like, horrifying. Sort of like the same thing when I learned about all the animals and stuff in school that can, you know, all the fun, like all the animals they teach you that can, you know, bite you and poison you and instantly end your life in a moment's notice if you're not careful going into the woods. I used to like going in the woods. Now I don't. So, thanks, school. You've provided me the knowledge that will keep me from touching any more grass. Okay, that's kind of, yeah, that doesn't really add up that well, but you know, yeah, it's kind of ironic. Of course, I think mental disorders are some of my biggest fears, honestly, because, well, I have the exact type of, what's the word? I've been diagnosed with things that can easily tie in to some of the most horrific mental disorders known to man at this point. Like, nothing that's like, you know, gonna affect me other people, you know, like, it's more like, you know, I'm not gonna like turn into a zombie or something, you know, it's not like that, it's more it's like, it's sort of like those, like, ones that, it's sort of like the disorders that, like, you think it's kind of made it a little funny until, like, you learn more about them, like, Alzheimer's and... There's a lot of other ones, if I can just try using my brain a slight bit more to remember them. Dementia. Dear God. I think I saw some on that. Like a video on that. Just a bit back and... Ugh. Yeah, sleep was not easy that evening. I mean... Probably wasn't that bad, but you know, of course, you know, you get information, and then your brain just has a field day thinking about it to the point where you really don't want to have even known of it in the first place. Of course. Henceforth, over dramatization. It's a very common term for, you know, a lot of things. Sort of like a very, 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 very slow-paced jump scare. Except, like, it's like the most terrifying type of jump scare where, like, it's sort of like the idea of like having dementia is sort of like the like moment where you realize, right? It's sort of like that one scene from Fallout New Vegas where that guy holds out a gun at the beginning. It says it was all rigged from the start. That's basically how it's how it yeah, that's how it occurs. Like yeah, don't try worrying yourself about it, because this was always going to happen, as well as it being impossible to even help, even if you knew. So, don't think about it too much. Also, even the practice of thinking about it too much only makes it worse. And still trying to be vague about exactly what it is, just because it's horrible. It's horrible. Like now I've learned a bit more about it. I don't even think, like, not even my, extremely not really care type sense of humor even would think it's funny when it's mentioned in cartoons. Maybe probably, honestly, but like, it would be the same like way it would be funny as in like someone falling off a cliff or being set on fire in a cartoon is funny because it's in comical sense, I guess. Like, I would never use it as an insult, though. I don't think. Either way, I'm being ridiculous. Nah. I think, again, it ties in, like, with the fear of, like, the worst, like, one of those main things that have always scared me when it comes to horror things, which is psychological horror, and that's basically, like, it's sort of like the VR of psychological horror, because, like, you're not just seeing a monster in real life or in a movie, you're involved in every dimension of the horrific process. Which, it's like, sort of like, how could I phrase this? Like, someone being scared of, like, a bear attacking them, and then them being attacked by a bear later. Both, like, see, one of those is horrifying, and then the other thing that could happen is extra horrifying, right? Of course, because it's in a reality. But, there's a possibility that you can actually survive that event if you learn about it beforehand. Like, you can actually survive a bear attack if you prepare for it. There's no way to keep, like neurons and stuff from calcifying and blocking parts of you as you age. It's sort of like cancer. Except cancer it's radiation, It's so we found ways to manipulate with radiation. Again, cancer is horrible, but it's I would consider it like a grade right before like things that have to do with the actual like really complicated parts of the mind that doctors have barely any idea how to treat, Again, like, cancer is a horrible thing that can easily become untreatable, but there's higher possibilities of it being treatable than like dementia or anything, or Alzheimer's, or like, it's like a surgeon can't just go in and like get little tiny micro pieces of your brain out before they infect stuff, or even before those actual residual things you can find out about appear, like the actual bits of like corrupt things that form the like nerve blockages occur, and you completely cut off that part of your memory or whatever, or you can't just like go in and pluck it out. Like it's a microscopic thing. Like it's like, you know, it's like, again, see, that's the thing that I mean. It's, again, like, psychological horror films and psychological horror video games are the type that send me into the most fear, because, like, I don't know, like, horror movies, I can see how stupid they are, right? Like, you know, like, slashers, they're fun. I love slasher horror movies, you know, all that, you know, stuff like that. But I think the main reason I think, like, but those are just fun because they're so incredibly, you know, gory and comical in the way of, like, entertainment. But, like, psychological horrors, it's like, I get to think about this now, you know? Like, I consider The Matrix a psychological action movie. And the reason I enjoy it is because, you know, there's a basis for me to think about after I watch it that's pretty cool, but also kind of not, but it's cool in a very interesting way. This also applies to stuff that's based like The Matrix, except in the horror genre. And that's why it's the most terrifying for me. It's why I enjoy it the most, because even though it's terrifying, it sends me into a point where I actually have to think about it. You know, I can't just like be like, it's obviously fake. I've watched people make the horror movie prop online, or in the, you know, extra, on the extra disc. Like, it's a, you know, like a story that is designed so that the concept itself is terrifying and accurate enough that it's hard not to believe, right? The sense of depth space, of unknown, but also just enough that it could be plausible, like glowing, like, white eyes on a dark canvas type of, you could see this, how this could happen, but also, could it? How do we know? We haven't figured out. So should I be afraid? Like that stuff. It's, you know, okay, it's horrifying, but for some reason, even though it's horrifying, and because it actually scares me, that's why it's the most interesting. Because it's hard for me to reasonably identify it, you know? It's hard for me to rationally figure out what's wrong, in that sense. Now we lead back to the tangent I was on before I ended up in psychological horror. The idea of, you know, a mental disease, you know, me suffering from a mental disease that I can't see in the future, is the actual unknown, or the fact, you know, you can never tell, you know? And, you know, also it's kind of, you know, it's again, like, it's unlikely, you know, it's sort of like, it's unlikely, but also, how do you know it's unlikely? The truth is, you don't know if it's likely or not. But compared to the amount, just due to the bare minimum, you know, proportions of the people that do and do not, it becomes a thing where the only reason people tell you it's unlikely is because it doesn't happen to many people. That doesn't mean that it could just randomly, but it means that it still can randomly occur. And that's what's, that's what's, you know, that's what scares the crap out of me, right? It's kind of, honestly, it's kind of like counterintuitive. The even further I consider, because the idea of me becoming an extremely weak, feeble, pale, ugly goblin as I get older, I've never really gotten that scared of it. One, because I've never felt a reason to get better, and also I know it's gonna happen. Not really, I know it's gonna happen, but I know that it's gonna happen, and if I, you know, I can, there's a sense that, you know, it can be changed, you know, or it's possible, and there's a way for me to, you know, what's the word? Prove that it will happen, and identify the differences between how it could and could not. You know? I think like one of the third boards is the bare minimum knowledge on like the subject of like the mental disorders is like I would be paranoid about. The only knowledge known on like that being possible are the only things that you know people know that lead to. It has been confirmed that, or mildly diagnosed, that kind of have in a way, kind of, sort of. Like, I don't know, right? Like, it probably doesn't even tie into, like, being, like, deficit to, actual subjects and things, short-term things. It might not even have to deal with, like, signs of being deficit to short-term things, which are one of the primary issues, like, failure at existing. But, like, also, like, it's like I'll forget things very quickly, right? I'll lose attention on things very quickly. I forget things very quickly. Very quickly. Even while I'm streaming, you can just look back and notice how little I seem to know what I'm doing. That's not because I'm doing that deliberately, or no, it's, it'll be like, I need to do this, and they'll be like, what were we doing in this game, or what was I talking about, right? These are the things that are supposed to be happening when I'm at an age where, I'm old and wrinkly and stuff, right? So, what on earth is going to happen later in that future, right? Like the idea that getting worse is horrifying. Like really horrifying, like scary. Like when I say that's like stuff happens, I'm saying like the signs of like being forgetful are like when like you're not really really old, but like the bare minimum signs are usually when you're like 40 to stuff. If that's already happening now, that means that like I get like point of like 20 to 30. It's going to be at the stage where I'm really old, and then when I'm really old, what's gonna happen then? If there's a scale that is changing or increasing or decreasing, that means it's changing, which means that the time actually has an effect on the disability. And that's never good when time has an effect on things, especially things that are bad. And that's when I just, get up and give up on trying to go to sleep that evening. Not really that, or if it's not really that bad, honestly. I think it's more of like, usually, it's more of the stupid thing where it's like, well, you shouldn't have watched that before going to bed, I guess. But then, like, usually, like, a lot of stuff doesn't really occur until, like, a few and it's weird, like, even when stuff, like, I like, will think about stuff like that, it usually doesn't really scare me until a few days after, when the idea of it really has enough time to, set into my brain. And that, it's like, again, like, stuff like that, like, it's always been, there'll always be a delay when it comes to stuff like that with me. Like, someone could say something stupid, or strange, or possibly terrifying, but, like, I just have developed this sense of rationality where, yeah, okay, but then also, I'll continue to think about it, and then, the next day, they'll be like, okay, that still sounds ridiculous, but now it feels like that's more plausible, and that's what's, you know, it's like, it like, you know, it's terrifying. You know, it's like, it's like, sort of like when you watch a scary movie, but like you don't get like scared or nightmares until a few days afterwards when all the stuff has had time to set in to your brain and settle down and plant it into your, like a thought into your mind of something being there watching you while you're sleeping. That's stupid. The first day you hear it. The next day it's like, how do I really know? You know, you go to that, the next day you start to ponder, how do you know? That's stupid. And then, unless you're willing to, you know, check through your entire house and room before you go to sleep, as the thought occurs, you're just gonna be terrified. And then even if you try checking, you're still gonna be terrified. But again, that's where I assume, honestly, being an adult comes into play, right? Like, screw it. I'm still scared of most things. Like, juvenile things. Not really like monsters, but like, again, psychological horror things. And like monsters, except, you know, monsters that are harder to figure out if they, you know, it's, again, it's all the same. The point is it's all stupid crap that I just assume that once adulthood is met, you know, there'll be a better sense of rationality, and like, you know, I won't have to worry about that, you know, like, like, of all the things I've done, I've never understood how, like, just reaching a certain age causes people to just be incredibly rational about things, you know, like, I mean, like, you're more knowledgeable, right, so you know monsters do not exist, and stuff can't hurt you, because, you know, that's stupid. There's no proven things that show that stuff can hurt you, like that, you know? But, like, still, at the end of the day, certain things that are more unknown, you know, like, I don't know, it's just like, from people I've talked to, you know, it would surprise you to know that, no, I'm just that, I'll just like irritate people until they want me to go away with questions like that. Sometimes with like family members, sometimes with, you know, people my age, sometimes with, you know, family members consisting of adults of my family. Just like, just picking at their brain until they just, you know, lose the energy to continue building on to what I'm talking about. But like, I think when I was really young, you know, asked, you know, mom or dad, or it's like, why are you not scared of this? And, you know, it's just like, you know, because I know it's not, and it's like, but then it's like, it never feels like that's actually the reason. Like, it just feels like a, you know, adults or older people. It seems like it's not that they know it's not real. It's more of that they just don't have the energy to care. You know what I mean? Like, they barely have the energy to stay awake. They barely have the energy to have, like, nightmares about scary fictional beings. I'm not saying, like, of course, you know, traumatizing events, yes, obviously. It's built into, you know, your mind because it has happened. That's just, you know, that's not, I just gotta exclude that from being a sign consisting of what I'm talking about, which is, you know, fictional things that you can't exactly prove. Like someone watching you in your room. How do you know you're alone? If you're, you know, if whoever, you know, whenever someone watches this, you know, if you're watching it, and most likely a lot of people watch stuff in the dark. Like, how do you know? You might want to go check. You don't know. You're alone. How do you know if you're alone? You could check everything, but still. And then in the corner of your mind, you still don't know. For sure. And I think I've honestly just always assumed that, like, it's that sort of thing, right? It's like, it seems like a lot of people just reach a certain age where they're just too old and tired to even think about stuff like that, right? And that's why it doesn't bother them. Because it can't just be because they know it doesn't, it's not real, or it couldn't happen, because that's really just doesn't seem like how the human mind works, right? There's either a plausible reason for you to completely doubt it, or you slowly lose the mental, physical, or emotional energy to care. And that's not bad, honestly. I don't know, it's just like something to consider when thinking about mental disorders and how that actually has a system to play in how mental disorders develop. And how I've always thought that could actually save certain people. Because they say when you start questioning certain things about if you're going insane or suffering from, age-related disorders, you being too tired to care probably actually helps you maintaining survival at that state. And I think that's why your brain probably does that. The human mind probably does that, honestly. Because, you know, it's sort of like the exact opposite of like how some people get adrenaline rushes. Your mind just tricks you into being too tired to even think about it. Like the most like psychological term of whatever. I don't really care. Right? It's honestly a marvelous, design, really. After all, the reason like a lot of children get scared of things in the dark, or things that could happen, or things that are watching them, or, stuff like, ominous things like that, is because we have the energy, we have a lot more energy to think about things at that age, which is, at this age, I have a lot more energy to think about stuff, which is probably why being scared of them occurs so much more, no matter how much research I do. There'll still be enough energy in me when I go to bed to keep thinking about things, right? And the more you think, the more you build, the more you build, the more you think, the more you think, the more one is unsure of what they know. And that's where insanity occurs. Or a slightly unrelated, another form of losing grip of reality, such as dementia or Alzheimer's. And the more deficit and stuff you are, the higher chance that you just learned overthinking everything as a coping disorder for how much you forget to think about things, which causes more of your mind to break down over time, because the energy is processed into your brain trying to resort to cutting back as much thought as possible to keep you from going insane in the first place, which actually loosens your third dimensional grip on reality as a whole. And exchange, horrifying results can occur in some people. Not a lot of people, really. It's more of like, again, at a certain point it becomes more of a fictional, what is assumed rather than what's proven. But what is assumed is just based around things that have happened and are just used to make, or more just hypotheses. That's what I try to think of, really, when I think of anything that's like horrifying thing that can happen. A lot is not known, and the best way to think of it is as a lot of it's just a bare minimum hypothesis of what could happen, right? Like how certain mental disorders occur. You can't really go into a brain and figure out exactly what happens, Sort of like archaeology, it's like you use the actual material you do have to build onto it. Like, there's no way for us to tell what color dinosaurs were. There's no way to really tell exactly how certain mental disorders occur because we lack we lack the technology to go to that state of death. So the best way to do that is just make hypotheses and then just build on to the most likely, condition that could happen, right? But still, that leaves you a bunch of absolutely terrifying results. I believe developing a hypothesis onto a fictional or, non-fictional subject is exactly what could trigger it to be a terrifying concept. Like, all I can think of most recently off the top of my head is, that, I forgot what it's called. It's like it's another new scary pasta type thing. Where it's like, I can't remember the name of it because of course I can't. That would help me in this situation. To build a better documented point. Not really documented, I'm streaming or just talking. But like, I can't remember anything else. There's one of the monsters in the scary pasta is called like Crawl. And it's like a bunch of like fleshy monsters have been taking over the world or planet or whatever. They got like the Slenderman, like the Slenderman thing and the crawl roots and the giant triangle thingy. The Madlith, no, it was the Monolith. It's a crawl, the Monolith. Creepy red Slenderman thingy. The big ugly worm thing that looks like a sandworm from... No, it looks like a graboid and a sandworm. And I think there's one more. It's called that. Yeah, and then the last one is like the plant thingy that like kills you by injecting poison into you, and then you like die, and then its arms like pull you in and suck out all your fleshy bits, and then I think I'm not sure if they like spit out the bones or not, but it's like that weird plant monster thingy, and like that little thing, like at first glance that's the stupidest concept ever, but at the same time it's designed with enough accuracy about the world to keep you thinking about it later, which in turn you develop your own hypothesis on it, whether you like it or not. And that is where you being scared of it finally occurs. Everyone, of course, develops this said hypothesis at different rates, but eventually it will most likely ring around to you thinking of it. And again, this series of thought is, excelled by what age you are and the amount of energy you have to think about such topics, like terrifying meat monsters that are going to crawl into your dresser or your, closet while you sleep, and then come out with big, long, fleshy hands, and then big face with big eyes and teeth, and see what I mean? Like I'll see stuff and I'll think it's freaking stupid the first time, and then it's like, yeah, I know those things aren't real, but I'm still terrified. A hypothesis has been developed in my mind. Henceforth, my sense of reasoning has been brought into the picture, which is unstable due to the amount of energy I have at my age to think about it. And I've always believed the older you are, the less energy you have to even think at that level. You just think about, it's been a long day, I'm gonna go to sleep, and and then I'm not saying this is just due to age, of course. There are other things that apply. People are incredibly different, and the human mind is so complicated. But like most, like that's usually how like people get over being scared of things. I've always believed, because there are people that are, I'm not gonna say ignorant, but people that just never really learn certain things, that could help them, tell what's real or not, that still end up not really getting that scared when they hear about other things after not having any prior knowledge on if it could work or not. They're either just, lack the energy to care due to age, or overthink about it to the point where it's still terrifying. It just feels like the things that at some point, they still do not play the final role in if it affects you. Because there's still like that third dimension of reality, which is just you knowing and you thinking to the point of questioning if you do know. That applies to most, reasons we find things to be terrifying or, scary or horrifying, or they slowly, scare us. Again, the most common time this, happens to me is with psychological horrors, because I usually really don't get scared on first glance. Unless it's a jump scare. Yeah, I'm gonna get scared of a jump scare. Only absolute sociopaths don't, jump at a jump scare. Not sociopaths. I didn't want to say psychopaths, but will you look at there? I placed 4th. I'm gonna return to lobby because I believe I played enough Fortnite for the brain rotting stage to set in where I don't want to play it anymore, and my efficiency at it is horrible. I didn't even get to level 10. Man, I'm so bad at this whole gaming thing. It only makes me question why I enjoy it so much. Either way, like, no, I'm sorry. It's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. I think my final excuse is it's Fortnite, and I know my limits. It's sort of like how some people know their standards. My standards don't really apply to the situation. I know my limits, where I start to, scale into, not being good at stuff and just being a waste of time for anyone viewing me. That's already been occurring due to how much I've been ranting on like an absolute deliriate, per se. I never know how to end these things the later I stay up. Either way, I'm sorry I didn't get to level 10. For anyone watching, I should have just said, well, I'm going to try to complete all the quests. The good news is, look, I think we completed all the quests for one of these, and I'm going to take that as a sense of achievement, and still feel horrible for not being able to get to level 10 for you guys. I'm bad at video games, but we will go ahead and claim this stuff. Next stream will be better. Next stream will definitely be in like, I don't know if I'm gonna say another month, another weekend, next Saturday. My schedule is so screwed up. It always is, actually. I just set one priority to focus on because I really can't I don't have the attention to focus on one priority, and that priority is usually school during the school year, and I fail at that even when I don't have other priorities. It's also why I still haven't got a driver's license. I didn't need to say that, but either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and Is that all I can grasp? I'm gonna go ahead and claim this reward. And, yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys joining me today. If you watch this after it's streamed, I appreciate you for watching it after it's streamed. If you watched it now, I appreciate you watching. Obviously, two people were. I appreciate you guys, whoever you were. At the end of the day, you know, views is progress. I used to say uploads are progress, but views are like extra progress at this point. At all, any views at all, but so, like, you know, I appreciate everyone watching. And maybe next Saturday we'll have another stream. I lack the mental aptitude to afford using energy on making videos. Or I can just go and say I'm very lazy during school year because I don't want to put that much energy into stuff I don't have to. But I do care about this a lot more than I do doing. I care about this in a more personal way than I do doing well in school. I care a lot about doing well in school. This is just more personal to me. That still sounds horrible, so I'm just going to try wrapping it up before I say more horrible comparisons to attempt to move my point across that inevitably fail. Yeah, guys, you know, if my comments are not destroyed on the uploaded stream, comment, say something. They most likely are because I'm pretty sure all my comments are disabled for some point. Or people don't watch my stuff. Either way, I don't care at this point. I'm happy with what I do. I was supposed to, anyway. So I never know how to end this. I just keep talking. Either way, thank you guys for watching. It's been LBO3, and goodbye.